Welcome to the Sail Savvy channel. This is Magnus and Captain Cognac is co-hosting. Today's episode of the Best Budget Sailboat Cruisers is devoted to the Catalina 30. Stay tuned. Almost 6,500 Catalina 30s were sold. That leads me to believe that designers might have gotten one or two things right. Let's take a closer look and see. From 1986 until 2008, to be exact, 6,430 Catalina 30s were built. The first model, we'll call it the Mark I, was unchanged from 1976 until 1986. The Catalina 30 Mark II, introduced in 1986 and went on till 1991, with the only major change being a T-shaped cockpit. While the Mark III model, introduced in 1994, came as standard with a walkout transom with a swim platform. Let's take a closer look at the layout and see if we can figure out what the fuss is all about. Starting from the bow, where we usually find a V-berth is where we find the V-berth. After the V-berth is a fully enclosed 3-piece head to port and a quite generous closet to starboard. Continuing aft is an open and spacious salon with a U-shaped galley immediately aft on the port side and a navigation desk immediately aft of the salon on the starboard side, followed by a queen-size quarter berth that extends well in under the cockpit. A very spacious entertainment-sized cockpit rounds out the package. Although what we have here is a fairly standard interior layout, I think part of the success of this particular boat model is the way Catalina managed to balance it out and have it all open the way they do. It all flows all the way from the front of the V-berth all the way to the inside of the transom in the quarter berth in the aft. Very nicely done, Catalina. Taking a look at some key specs over at sailboatdata.com, there's nothing that really stands out. Everything is very typical for a cruiser. She's a bit on the heavy side for a 30-footer, but that doesn't mean she's slow. It looks like she can hold her own, and I wouldn't take her beyond coastal cruising, and that's not what she was intended for nor marketed towards. A quick peek over on yachtworld.com confirms my suspicion that with 6,500 boats built, there are going to be a lot of them available on the market. And there is, with prices, asking prices, starting at under $10,000. Through the years, the Catalina 30 came with a variety of keel options and engine options as well. If you look at the 70s built boats, you'll probably find that most of the really low priced ones have the Atomic 4 gas engine. A lot of people don't like gas engines, but I can say from first-hand experience, the Atomic 4 is easy to work on, powerful, not very thirsty, and very, very reliable. That's it for the Catalina 30. Thank you for watching, and we're looking forward to seeing you again next time. Until then, this is Magnus and our co-host, Captain Cognac, standing by on Channel Sail Savvy.